Yeah, good day, lovely people. Today is also another day to introduce to you this amazing that I've been using for quite a number of times, and it's helping me a lot. Mostly people don't normally trade on derived sites. All our main focus is on just to use the MT5 to trade the volatility, boom crash, and then the jump, and then as well as the step index, and then the range break. Since all our main focus is on that, they have also developed a trading so that we can also trade on their sites, so we can win something or profit. But how do we make profits with this, and how are we going to manage our risk? We also have the bots that also trade on derived sites, but how accurate is this bot? Something that has been created to trade for you automatically sometimes fails. But if you sit down yourself to develop a strategy, then I think you're going to win 99% out of the strategy, but the bot will give you 70 to 80%, because you didn't develop the bot yourself, okay, but you are rather dependent on it. So the success rate sometimes is very low. But something you have done it yourself, you rest assured that what I am doing is the best, or what I'm doing, I have confidence in it. So with that, you put in much effort in it to be able to give you some profitable profit. I did a video on this derived sites concerning the smart trader, okay, and I think people have been using it, coming to my DM to thank me all of what they have been making out of it. Okay, so with this, we have the derived trader, that is the derived trader. We have the D bot, the MT5, derived X, the smart trader, and then another one that has been introduced is the binary bot. But I don't deal with bots, I deal with strategy that has been developed and it's working. So you just come here and select your smart trader. I have already selected it, so you select smart trader here. Once you are done, what next? It will open a page like this for you as you see it on the screen. What index are we going to look at? Mostly I normally use the bear and the bull index to trade on derived sites, whether the rise and fall, the higher and the low, the under and then the over, between, and then over and all stuffs. I use bear and the bull index. Sometimes I use VIX 75 because it gives profits quickly. But how often are you going to win? That is also another strategy that I will be sharing out after this. So with this one, we are using the bear index, okay. So you just click on this, okay. You just click on synthetic indices. This is jump 10, so you just click here and change the jump 10 to the bear market index. So once you click on the bear market index, which option are we choosing? Are we choosing the rise and fall, or the higher and the lower? and today we are going to deal with the higher and the lower. Okay, the higher and the lower, and then the duration should be 15, and then that is the minimum is 15, so we are choosing 15, and then we are not going to choose tick. Please, it's not a tick, it's seconds. Okay, we have tick, seconds, minutes, and then hours. So you just choose your seconds. We are choosing seconds, that is 15 seconds. Now the barrier offset. Why we say barrier offset? If you go for higher, it means your entry point, your exit point, and then your barrier offset should be higher than the number you are going to type. Okay, should be higher than the 0 plus 0.8852. It should be higher than that, and your winning, if you stake 10, your winning is $54. You see, so it's highly unpredictable, you know, to go for $10 for $54. Okay, sometimes it happens when it goes higher, but normally you are going to fail if you choose higher. So today we are going to choose the lower. It means if you stake 10, you are going to get a payout of 11 cedis, $11, and then $12. That is a net profit is the $2 or 1 point something dollars if you subtract your stake from it. So with the barrier offset, we need to choose a certain number that if our exit points overlap with it, we are going to lose. So the moment you choose your barrier offset also gives you another profit. So let's see our barrier profit, our barrier offset. Let's make it 1,000 and see the payouts for the low. You get it? You see the payouts for staking the low. If you stake 10, you are getting $17. Okay, it means the net profit is $7 and then equivalent $8, meaning your barrier offset is 1,000. If you stake low, it means your exit point and then your barrier offset should be lower than 0.1000, and with this you'll be winning, but your winning will not be too much. So all this strategy that I'm coming out with the derived sites, if you follow the instructions very well, I bet you are going to win a profitable profit. Though if you stake low, your profit will be in cents, but the strategy is very powerful that if you stake big, you are going to get marginable profits. Okay, so with the barrier offset, we are not doing it 1,000, we are going to do it 99.99. So if you make it 99.99, see our net profit. You see our net profit is $1 and then 1.70 or 80 respectively dollar. Okay, so our barrier offset, if you stake lower, it means our exit point and then our barrier offset should be lower than plus 0.9999. So these are the settings that we need. First, we need our bear market index, lower or higher and lower. You set the duration to 15 seconds, and then your barrier offset should be 0 plus 0.9999, and then your stake, I'll advise you before you go in live with big lot size or big stake, practice this a quite number of times on your demo using $10 or $20. I think that will be the risk management for you. If you practice risk management, that will help you to win profitable profit, and as a trader always you should be mindful of your risk management. It's very important. Don't be too greedy in the market. Always use a lot size that could secure your account. So if you find out that your winning rate is more and more, always you stick with $20 so that you win a good profit. So once you are done with it, it says if you select higher, your win and your payout, if the exit spot is strictly higher than the barrier, that is, if you are staking higher, it means it should be your exit point is strictly higher than the barrier, as I explained before. And if you are choosing lower, it means your barrier, your exit point is strictly lower than the barrier. Okay, so always it's very good that your barrier point will be lower than the plus 0.9999. so let's take a trade and let's see. So you will just click on purchase, that is the lower, and then you come to view. Okay, if you view, then it will start moving. So this is our entry point. Okay, this is our entry point, and you are waiting for the 15 we are waiting for the 15 seconds, and this is our barrier. You see, this is our barrier. Good that our first entry or our first trade or our first stake is giving me what I wanted to explain earlier, but I want to have a trade before, or I have to get something like this before I explain. Now, as it says that our payout is strictly, it should be lower than the spots plus, okay, it should be lower than the spot plus our barrier exit. Do you get it? So if we choose this as our entry point, now our entry point is here. Okay, our entry point is here, and our exit point should be lower than the entry point, meaning it should be down somewhere here or somewhere here or somewhere here. But what happens? It moves up. Okay, if not our barrier point, we could have lost this trade, or we could have lost this stake. If you could understand me very well, okay, if you understand me very well, you get to know what I'm saying. Though our entry point was here and our exit point was here, meaning our exit, we stake lower, it means our exit point should be lower than our entry point, but rather our exit point was higher than our entry point. But because of our barrier point that we choose, that is the 99.99, our exit point, that is the chart point, didn't exceed the 99.99, so definitely we are winning this trade. That is why I say that though our profit will be cents, okay, it will be in cents, but if you practice this and you see it very profitable, okay, it's very profitable, and I show you it's very profitable. So you go in with 20 lot size, so that, or 20 stake, so that you win at least $3 or $4 per trade, and with 5 consecutive times you are winning $10 or approximately $10. Then you are done for the day according to your account size. Okay, then you are done for the day. You wait for some few hours, then you come back again, and then after few hours you come back again. So you see that you'll be making profits. You see, you'll be making profit, and the next day you come back, set up the same index, the same higher and lower with the 15 seconds, and then all stuffs, everything set. You come back again and trade, then you win another profit, because I show you that with this barrier margin that we are setting, that is the 99.99, is very good. is very good. If we set these barriers to be 0.1000, you see it could have crossed. Okay, it could have, our exit point could have crossed that 1000 and we would be in loss. But because of our barrier point, that is the 99.91, 99.99, save our what? Profit, save our entry as well, so we could be in profit. Now let's take another trade. I don't want to make this video very lengthy. Now you just close it. After you win your trade like this, you just close here and then you click here the X sign over here to close, and then you come back again. Sometimes people may think of drawing or looking at the charts, that is the chart numbers, before they enter, though it's also very important for you to check the figures that are reading before you enter. Now you see this one too, our entry was here, but it was going to our barrier point and it falls again to this point, and then we'll win our second trade. As I was saying, some people could also read the numbers. Okay, if you want to read the numbers, please don't read this one. Please don't read this one. Read this one, okay, because we are using the barrier offset. Okay, this is the barrier offset and this is the numbers, so always read this one. Okay, always read this one. And if you want to read the numbers, always take or purchase when the last 4 digits is low. Okay, when the last 4 digits is low, like 2000, then you purchase 2000 something, and then you purchase. Okay, so before it will read to above the 99.99, that is our barrier offset, the trade will won. Okay, before it gets to the barrier or it goes even beyond the barrier. This is our third trade. And then let's see if we could stake $20. Now if we stake $20, what will be our profit? We are winning $3 or approximately, yeah, okay, $3.55. Now let's purchase and view our contracts. So this will be our fourth trade. Good, we won our fourth trade as well. Okay, we won our fourth trade as well. Then look at where our entry point is. Our exit point was above our entry point, but our barrier offset saves our contract, saves our contract to make us profits. Okay, so always as I said, if you want to go in with 6,000 plus 6,000 of barrier offset plus 7,000, though the profit will be quite good, but what if the chart or what if it goes higher than our barrier offset? We are going to lose. So always make sure you set your barrier offset to plus 0 plus 0.9999. always you just click on it, and then if it is a certain figure, you just click on it and then you clear it, and then you make it 9999, so that you'll be able to set that one. After you are done, you just come to purchase, and then we purchase. This is our fifth contract, and let's see what happens. This is our fifth contract, and we are always winning. Our winning net profit is 277. Good. You see, we've won our fifth contract. We've never lost a contract, simply because of our barrier offset, and then we are using minimum of 15 seconds. Okay, 15 seconds. So as I said, if you follow the rules and if you follow all the guidelines that I've given to you and the explanation, you are going to win a profitable trade. And bet me, if you find this video very helpful, very successful, please you give me a comment at the comment section, or you give me a like at the thumb up section, so that you will always get a very good strategy, so that we can all win some money for ourselves. If you are new that you are watching this video, please you subscribe to my channel, and then you also hit the notification bell. Anytime I drop any powerful strategy or video, you're able to notify it, and then we all move as a good trader. We are all learning, but sometimes you need to learn from someone. Okay, you need to learn from someone before you can even become a professor. You need to go to school for a professor to also lecture you before you can also become a professor. So let's all join hands together and then make use of this strategy. I'll be waiting for any comments or any question or anything under my comment section, and I'll be putting in my social handle details if you want to join any of them. That is the Telegram channel group that I post signals, that is the boom crash signals, and then other profitable signals there, and then also my Instagram and other social media handles. Until then, guys, we will meet again.